There we are, going live. You might be able to hear this, you might not. Thank you for joining us as always. Good to be here. Good to have you guys here. Oh my. Oh my. It's okay. We have some troubles, but hey, we'll figure it out as we go. It is Monday, and it is time to look at the markets again. We updated you on Friday. We told you what to look for. Maybe you were looking out, but not that much happened versus last week or versus the weekend. And I will say nothing is good news. No news is good news here at this level. I've gone over many times my opinion of price action here, but of course I will update you again, even though there's not a big change from last time. But let's get back into it. I've got to get my gears moving again. We're going to start up the music in like 30 seconds. You don't want to start the music too early for YouTube, or sometimes they get mad. So in this time, smash that like button, subscribe, share out the stream. If you subscribe while we're live, I'll shout you out. It's always a good give and take there. Quid pro quo. Oh, you can't say that. That's illegal. Let me jump into the chart and we'll get that music tuning. Make sure you're putting messages in the chat, hyping it up. Hit those little emoji buttons over here. I see you guys hitting them. This thing, I don't know what it does, but it's a fun placebo. So click them up. Click them up. Let's start with this. Crypto fear and greed. This is my favorite thing to talk about here today. It's on the thumbnail. We got a little clickbait going. Crypto fear and greed sitting above me. 25, extreme fear. We did see a lower reading, I think late last week, down into the teens. So to put this in perspective, we have recovered sentiment a little bit. However, as you can see, yesterday was just fear, last week fear, now extreme fear. How are you guys feeling about this? We have a poll in the YouTube live. Put your honest opinion. I'll check up on the results there in a little bit after I get through this. Price hasn't really moved. So this is the first time in a while where I think the fear and greed adjustment doesn't really line up right. We had a lower reading. Let's pull the chart back up here. We had a lower reading. I want to say it was August 5th or maybe 6th down here, sub 50K. And now with just this over the weekend price action, with just a 5% move to the downside, we have moved deeper again into that fear reading. I think there is a little divergence here from sentiment and price. We haven't seen what I would expect. However, there is some logic to it, and that brings us to kind of the blueprint or the overall prediction, projection, whatever you want to call it, that we've been looking for over the past week. I think we've gone through enough time I can turn on the tunes. Let me know if the volume's too high. It's too high for me. Got a little EDM mix here. Let me know. Turn it down if it's too high. There we go. I got the chat up. I see you guys chatting. Let me get through this 10 minutes. So what we were looking for a while now. We were looking for that move, I guess, to the downside. I didn't expect this low, but a return to the death cross that looms above us. We had that happen on the 8th, just 3 days after actually that low. And the price action here has not been the most bullish, but I'll say it hasn't been that bad. Now, the kind of bad scenario we were looking for is for price to return to the death cross. That was a great call. For anyone who traded that, well done. That was a solid move. I'm not going to pretend we hit the bottom wick there, but 25% off the low. We came back to the death cross, and we have seen, honestly, kind of lackluster price action. I would have preferred to see it blast through, but we don't always get what we want. Let me throw on volume candles for a second. Seeing that big volume, these candles, the width of them is describing the volume in that time period. Big volume down at that low, and since the low, kind of lackluster again. We have definitely not low volume candles, but we're not seeing that huge buying green God candle that we're hoping for. So we're going to stay here in reality or in the present. Not the best response. Not the best. I would have liked to see this close above, hold as support. However, it is also, on the other hand, not the worst. We haven't seen a clear rejection. Now, on the day, yes, we have seen a clear rejection, but that rejection has not brought us to a significant level. We've only moved down. I mean, who even knows on this, right? Let's see. Moved down roughly to the 382, not even, so barely a retracement to begin with. at this moment a higher low. So into the week, what I would like to see, obviously, is Bitcoin to move to the upside, because you guys know I'm always bullish. Move to the upside, retest that 200 daily, sitting at 62.2 thousand. Reached it, maybe another higher low, but preferably break through this time, find a high back at our range. At this point, that would be 67, 68,000. I would like to see this happen to the 67, 68, then a move back down, retest this liquidity that we sniped over the last week, retest that liquidity and move higher. This would be, for me, the path out of this downtrend. I'm always bullish, always going to be bullish. Doesn't mean I'm not short. I have shorts open. I actually don't have any longs open on the perp side. But looking at this chart, man, we do have lower highs and lower lows. It is going to take a higher high to get us out of this downtrend. I don't believe the bull market is over. I think we're still in it. I'm like 99% to 1% on that at the moment. I'm not shaking out. It would take a lot more than this. However, we may see just a long period of boring. We've already kind of seen that, so maybe it's out of the way. I think it was on Friday, maybe it was on Wednesday of last week. We looked at the similarities of 2019 versus this sell-off. I think that there's an argument to be made. However, if we look at those similarities again, if you want to go back and watch it, you should. You'll see that if this is what we're looking at, then the likelihood of the bottom being in for this range is up there. We had 4 tests to our descending trend. The final test broke through, wicked down, similar to the March 2020 event, and we've recovered. So I'm liking where we're at the moment. Let me see, man. This trading, this Streamlabs, whatever, gives me issues all the time, but I got it moving. All right, there we are. I got my buttons working. If you're joining us, welcome. You've missed a little of the intro. I don't have a huge intro. I do have a few other things I want to look at, but not like half an hour, 45-minute intro this time. Welcome back. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that like button. Join the Discord. Check out the links in the video description below to get our VIP exclusive access in that Discord. It's free. Shout out to our sponsors, Lux Algo and Meta Signals. Free trials available with my link. The best products in the biz. So let's get through the rest of this. Retaking 62.2. Summarizing everything I just said. Retake 62.2. Maybe come back to test it as support. That's our path out of this downtrend. If we see continued selling and even a retest, I would say as low as 50K, probably some more downside ahead of us. Let's check in on our beautiful little trade placed, I believe, on Friday. 67.6. Not bad. Just looking for a take profit at 61K. A small trade, but looking pretty good at this moment. I like that. I think I just heard Backstreet's back. All right. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Son of a bee. All right. EDM music playlist. I guess that's EDM music. On the hour. Still kind of in a downtrend. Let's go down to the 15 minute, giving us some bearish signals here for today. Maybe intra-stream. However, I'm liking these higher lows. Money flow failing to reach lower points is our signal that it's looking to roll over into the positive and maybe give us some of that sweet upside. Let's see that 15. This was a pretty crazy price action this morning. I got kind of bullish short term here on this price action. We had our low on the 12th from Monday. We came down in a pretty spicy, pretty violent move to the downside earlier today, again on Monday, holding that low and then immediately setting a higher high. On low time frames, we are trending up. We are in an uptrend. On these lower time frames, minutes, maybe potentially into the hour, hasn't rolled over yet, but the bigger picture is still very much in question. So what's going on here? Higher high, highs coming down now, lows coming up, maybe flagging out. Let's see if the 5 minutes got goods for us. Very reflective of the hour. Still kind of in a downtrend, not quite giving us that signal so far. Only the 15 minute giving us the goods. Likely going to find some bullish divergence on this low from this morning on higher time frames if we can hold it intraday. RSI on the 5 not looking so great, kind of trending down, looking for that lower point in price. 1 minute, very reflective of that 5. Let's see. Let's get rid of this on super low time frames. There we are. Looking at the 1, remember, trade responsibly if you're looking at the 1 minute. Some kind of flag. Some kind of flag. I don't trust flags, but as long as this pattern holds, we're pretty much trapped by the high and low trend. That does seem to be pittering out in about 2 hours. So maybe end of stream, we can see this resolve. I'm going to place an alert at 59.2 and an alert at 60.7 so we can catch any spicy price action that happens during the live. You know, this is really low time frame, but we did have a swing high into a swing low. So let's use our fib tool. If you're not familiar with the fib tool, check out our free trading course on YouTube. It's on this channel. Nobody's putting out content that good for free in trading. No paywall, nothing. There is no paid version. It's just that. Since we have a swing high to swing low, let's whip our fib out and take a look at these targets above us. If this bull flag does play out, going to be looking for a little bit above that 61, about 61.4, maybe as high as 62.2 up there. That wouldn't be bad either. Actually, that would put it right at the daily 200, wouldn't it? Not bad. I like it. Let's zoom back out for a moment, and then we're going to look at some alts. We're going to look at what's moving, and we're going to take some requests. Let's look at our weekly moving averages here. That low wick last week looking good off the 50. This weekly just started. Only a few hours in. Too early to call anything at this point with the weekly. However, that weekly close, beautiful candle there. Put it in perspective. If we invert the chart, so we were in this greater downtrend, and we saw this price action. We saw a high, a candle close, higher low, and then we saw a hit to this 50 moving average on the week, and we saw this close red. That would be a very bearish candle. We would be expecting a retest of the range low. However, actually the opposite is true, and we have a green candle here. A little bullish piece for us to start the week. I like that. Market cipher B, not looking the best, still leaning bullish. VWAP heading back up to the zero line momentum. Not convinced yet of that green candle. That's okay. Kind of my biggest concern though, RSI continues to hit these lower highs. What's up, Jared McCarty? How you doing, bro? Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the fam. Hitting these lower highs here. Now, our wick is lower, but our candle close is not. So depending on how you analyze oscillators, this could be a bullish divergence or not. I typically use the wicks, so I would call that bullish divergence. The wicks went lower. However, many of you using the candle bodies would not get that signal, would not be looking for that signal. Something that I just noticed right now, the bottom wick. So our top wick here from the 5th hit perfectly to the ETF high FOMO the day before. Our 200 week sitting now almost exactly at that ETF low, 38.7, 38.8. I said if we see continued selling, if we see a rejection from the 200 and the 50 death crossing on the day, and we go back to our lows, this is probably where I'm looking. 38.2, 38.3, maybe we'll call it 38.5 just for good measure. Actually, it's 38.5 on the dot. This would be a good spot to sweep liquidity from the ETFs, from the whole ETF process. Think about it, game theory, right? People bought in high. They might have sold on the dip, or they bought the dip. And since then, the ETFs have been in profit every single day. It was just these 2 weekly candles after. If this market is looking to flush and sweep more long liquidity, and specifically from the ETFs, this is probably the price point you want to be looking at, 38.5. Trading below would, in my opinion, really flush out any of these kind of weak-handed ETF buyers. Of course, nothing is guaranteed here, but that 200 week approaching it is kind of spicy. I like it. I'm not convinced we get that sell-off. Bollinger Bands on the week continue to really remain the same here. Tightening, coiling up, preparing for a big move. Our weekly candle did close back in the Bollinger Bands, and so that does give us our implied upside target right back to the basis line, or the 20 weekly, at 64,000. I think that is a very likely target for this week. Incredibly likely. Look at the month and then we'll be done. We can be done then. The month 2050, far below us. The Bollinger Band for the monthly at 42.4. The 50 all the way down at 36.8. Nothing really there. Ichimoku. Still just looking for 56K on this month. Close above 56K and Ichimoku is happy. What about the week? We did get the cross down on the week, on the close. However, as you can see now, let me actually bring this to the front. As you can see now, our Kaijun, or our purple line, the lagging or the slower, the bigger moving average on Ichimoku, now below, or now above actually, the TK, the green line. This sets us up, does not guarantee this happens, but it sets us up now to have a cross up above the cloud on the week. We've talked about it a lot, but I'm just going to keep reiterating it for you guys. I know there's new viewers out there every single day who don't catch all of our alpha. It's all right. Without this cross down, which is a mild bearish signal, but it is a bearish signal. Without it, we couldn't get the much stronger bullish cross above. Might be hopium. Could be hopium. But I think it's something to keep an eye on. You can see this similar price action down here last summer. This actually happened in September into October, so very close on the timeline there. Very close to today. Potentially, we're going to see the same thing. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? Too bullish, not bullish enough? When we got the cross up above the clouds back in October last year, that is when price truly went bonkers. From just under 30K up to 74 for over an 100% gain. Could we get an over 100% gain from here? Let's see. What would that look like? If we got the exact same move up, 145%, that would sit us right under 150K. I like it. I want that to happen. Might be too hopium for right now, but that's all right. On the day, really quick, weakness in the cloud coming up here on Sunday. Sunday of this week, a little weakness in the cloud again into the start of August. Interesting. We've already tapped that flat cloud. That was our move up on the 8th to, man, there's just further confluence, man. Everything. If you didn't think that we were moving back to that death cross, I don't think you're looking at charts enough. We have so much confluence. Like, there was the death cross. Here's our Ichimoku cloud on the day. On top of that, we had our 618 retracement, our golden Fibo retracement there. That was just a clean trade. Congrats to anybody who took it. Big grats. Here we are. Here we are. All right, let's turn it over. Actually, you know what? I goofed a little bit. Ooh, look at this. Very, very zoomed in, very local, not macro. Extensions lining up, pointing to 62 too. Interesting. Actually, I wanted to get through this before and I forgot. This won't take long. Economic calendar this week. Not a big week for economic events. We have PPI tomorrow. Nothing today. Wednesday, we have CPI. Thursday, we have initial jobless claims. That's it. There's no Fed speakers. What's going on? What's with the blackout of Fed speakers? We've seen them on a world tour. What's happening? Maybe something spicy, but not big. We'll be looking at these, and here is the reason why. PPI, CPI being measures of inflation, if they are above forecast, we may see the Fed get a little more hawkish in September, and that may back off the interest rate cut that people are expecting. Same with CPI and jobless claims. Here's the spice. 5 weeks to the next FOMC. Look at our Fed tool. Look at our Fed rate tool, monitor tool, whatever. September was 100% predicted for not just for an interest rate cut, but even potentially a double cut of 50 BPS. Now down to 53% no cut. Did we call it or did we call it? I think we called it, fam. Watch those CPI and PPIs over this week, and that will influence what goes on here, certainly. Anything coming in hot, likely to push the Fed back. They were rather dovish on their last speech, but that may change again. Wild, volatile times, man. The market does not know what's happening next. What's up, Anon? How you doing, man? Thanks for subscribing. Katsutu subscribed. Jared McCarty, I already got that one. Vicky Cerivas, I missed a few. My bad, guys. If you're out there, subscribe now so I can shout you out. Aid Davidson, Sent Hikumar, VJA Ardoin, James Alyssa. We got a bunch of them. Got a bunch of new fam. I like that. I still didn't figure out how to read the chat on Twitter space. I don't know. I can do it for other people. Can't do it for us. Don't care. Moving on. If you're on Twitter, you can join us on YouTube. So who's here in the chat today? Who's here? Let me see that poll. Crypto Fear and Greed. 350 votes. Not too shabby. 56% of us neutral. I like that. About 25% of us in the fear zone. 20% in the bull zone. That sounds right for our crowd. I like it. What's up, Terpene? Craig, how you doing, man? What we talking about? We good for September, October? We'll see, man. We'll find out as time goes. The beautiful little mama, Miss Teen Crypto, just texted me. She said thank you for coming. We did a space earlier. Good to see her. What's up? I need my BTC. Matthew Shamidi, ADA Ace, my guy. Oh no, Y2K. Subscribers hype. That's right. Josh Kennington, how you doing this morning? How you doing, Mr. Blank, Bass Cruton, RCE Games, let's go. Let's go. MVK, Ty Fox. Man, we got a lot of good names. Mighty, Crypto Dave, Hardest, Tim Boat, Skate Crow, you made it. Good. Brengar Crypto. Little late, but you're here. That's fine. You can always be late. We'll leave the lights on for you. Ricardo, how you doing, brother? Fabio. Barry needs this biddy to pump. Pump it, biddy. Novocaine, Fat Shorty. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Finally have all the crap out of the old house. We had to go back and basically landscape the garden. It was a big garden. I had to pull cinder blocks out. Had to rip up raised beds. Finally done with that process. Now, fully done. Never going back to that house. Just need to unpack here. Doing good. Feeling good. When do your first trade? When to start, Sandra? The longer you wait for that first trade, the better. That'd be my advice. And I'd wait for the market to be like trending. Like clearly going up, clearly going down. I think right here, today, well, not even just today, or since, I don't know, man, since like April, March, I think this was a bad time to trade, especially your first trade. This is not a clearly defined, I mean, it is downtrending, but very much sideways chop market. I don't like chop. I don't chop the chop, man. I like the trending. I like the trending trades. Greg, how you doing? RS Miller, good to see you. Bean Trader C, what's up, bro? Haven't seen your name before. Maybe I have and I forgot. Cash Oak, Albert Pinto, Portugal. Shout out to Portugal. What's up? When we go into 100K, it's coming, baby. T-bait, it's inevitable. It's a matter of time. Duncan Dan, Jack Martin. We pumping before we're dumping? Maybe actually. Might be dumping before we're pumping here. We got this little bull flag. We are on the 1 minute again to caution you. Got this little bull flag. I don't trust bull flags. Going on here after a higher low sweep to a higher high. Now seeing price coil consolidate. Definitely looking for a Monday move. We're waiting for it. What's up, JB? JB, my man. Tillin, how you doing? You're the man. You're the man. Low key. Litecoin will change lives. I hope so, bro. I'm on that boat with you. Crypto Ape. Who else is here? Coins Chick. Is Coins Chick here? The beautiful, wonderful Coins Chick. Moggy, of course, was here. I don't know if she's still listening. I know she was running around today. What's up, Bad Baptist? Barry the Rave. Who else? Bitcoin Black Belt. Coins Chick. Yes, Coins Chick. Derek Merrill. You joining us from Facebook. Folsom. Who else we got? Hans. How you doing, Hans? Joe. Josh. Lol. LOL. Nice name. MVK. Who did I miss? Did I miss you? If I missed you, I apologize. Vacuum. Vacuum is my favorite cleaning implement. Vivi Pooski, Warren G. We got a good crowd. We got a good crowd. If you're out there and joining us for the first time, join us forever. Hit that subscribe button. Jump in the Discord. Join us forever. No backsies. Just forever. I like it. If you could lend us your thumbs up, let's get this stream a little hyped, a little more. We're about to jump into other things that are moving. We did a little Bitcoin rundown. We're about to jump into your favorite charts. I know you're not all here for Bitcoin. Hi, chat. Hi, fam. What's up, Darko? Chip. We got a good crew, man. Got a good crew. I'm going to go through and just kind of bang out some of the charts I'm looking at. And I'm looking at them specifically because they are the movers today. That does not make them good buys. I'll even say over the course of the 5 years we've been live here on YouTube, every time that I go and look at the movers of that day, they do not tend to be good entries. They do not tend to be good entries for longs. And you might even be able to argue that they're good entries for shorts. They commonly do not perform the next day. So with that being said, we've got SUI, SUI up again against Bitcoin, 14%. We got ORDI, actually, which I didn't prepare because that must be a new little bump that happened since I set this up. SEI, TIA, APT, and HNT. We'll look at more charts, but I just want to run through these here as one's moving not just in BTC pair, but moving, or not just in dollar pair, not just moving up in dollars, but moving up against Bitcoin in this time where not a lot of coins are doing that. So SUI hitting that dollar mark. I know I was not the most bullish on this chart when we looked at it. I think it was on Friday. We were down at 85 cents and I said, that's a great rally, but you need a higher high. SUI has been doing this lower high, lower low downtrend. This was awesome. This reversal was great, but until it broke past July, late July's high here at 90-ish cents, it's still just doing that, right? Still just setting lower highs and lower lows. Today, SUI making me look bad, moving to that dollar mark, looking much better than it did. The dollar here being a psychological resistance, as it always is. Taking profit or entering at $1 usually plays out better than random any other price. Finally putting in the higher high, does have further resistance above at 125. If you're in a position for SUI looking to shave some, 125 is going to be the play in my opinion. How this panned out, I would like to see 125 back to $1. I think that'd be a healthy way to kind of set this pattern up, right? I can almost see it playing. However, we're going to need to see SUI's daily close. If it closes back below 97 cents, I'm going to be looking for a retracement yet again. I know, not what you want to hear, SUI bulls. I'd be looking for a retracement again, depending on how strong the market is. Very eager, risk tolerant traders might be looking at 90 cents, just back to that previous high. The more crafted, calculated trader, assuming we get a sell-off, which not even calling for it, just saying the other side of the argument, might be looking for a further downside of that 66 cents range for the inverse head and shoulders to play out here. That could be a pretty slick trade. You know what? I'm going to put a position here. I'm not taking this one. I'm going to put a position here, potentially just playing that inverse head and shoulders, stopping at the head of the pattern, looking for that right shoulder to catch and playing it back to $1. I think that could be done well. Let's save this. RSI is up. It's a little spooky. Market Cipher B not quite there on the day. Let's look at this week. It did close a solid candle last week. Then we're going to move on to the next one. Solid candle last week. Bullish engulfed the previous week. RSI starting to truck back above 50. I do like that on a higher time frame for this. VWAP up. We could see a little continuation here. We'll see at me at $1.25 for SUI. I'm going to pull up ORDI because apparently ORDI is making a move right now, because it was not on my radar when I set this stream up. Okay, not the best move, not Christmas here yet, but it does seem like it's doing a little climbing. One of our long positions, you can see that we placed live, got stopped out. The other more conservative position still in play here above 1732. Good stuff. Let's move this over. That stopped. Climbing out of the muck. So ORDI, kind of following the rest of the market here in a lot of its similar charts. ORDI, we look to enter at that previous all-time high. After we broke it, we were sniping, waiting. It was like 29.58, and that is what it's battling with here. So I like what's going on, provided it gets a good daily close, kind of similar to TIA right now. If it can hold on to these gains, reclaim 26, that's going to be a good start. However, again, I know so many howevers, right? This guy's always howevering. However, until we see a definitive high break, it's not really time to get excited yet. There we go. Nice little descending channel here, giving us at least a top channel suggestion, maybe 43, 45. If ORDI can move back to this 45 zone, even just test top of the channel. It then has placed a higher high. We could be looking for that same pattern that we're looking for on SUI, maybe for this inverse head and shoulders to break out, to play out. You look for an entry down at the previous all-time high, 29, after a hit of 43, or if you don't like that trade, you could be a little more conservative, wait for this to play out, and back test that neckline at 43. That could also be a pretty nice trade there. Pretty nice. Weekly did not close super strong for 𝐸, but nice little reversal candle. Bottom wick, taller than the top wick, longer than the top wick, and a tiny body. That's basically what we saw in Bitcoin, except it closed green. No matter how you're trading this, I could see profit taking at 43.58, even a short potentially. You can see this. See that bad boy. I don't know how I'm going to place this stop. Maybe just want a good R to R. I can see a short up there. And again, I'm not going to place it again, but you could again look for that long at 29.6. I wouldn't feel comfortable though until you get a test of 43, taking that long again at 26.6. There it is, already in the books. You know, actually, I should probably tell you the secret sauce of why I'm looking at these. They might not be the ones on your radar. They're Bitcoin pairs is the reason that we're looking at them today. 𝐸 with a nice little green candle on the BTC pair. Looks very much like its USD pair, except it has broken pretty much its lowest support here. That's not a good sign against BTC. This could still perform in dollars, but breaking that low, not the cleanest, not the sexiest look for this chart. Let's put this on here. Yeah, I don't love that. This is kind of reminiscent again of the dollar pair. If 𝐸 versus BTC sells off today, which is not out of the question, back below 0.0049, we can just call it 0.0005. Not great. You're going to be looking for further downside. Yeah. Let's really quick go back to SUI, because that is why I looked at SUI as well. I won't take as long on the others. I know you guys got charts you want to look at, but these are Tom Crown's picks of the day, I guess. Not an endorsement. Actually, this is good that I went back to SUI. This is good. There's value. There's alpha here. So SUI doing that same thing. 𝐸, same thing. Most of the market is doing this, to be honest. It's not just these two. Let's just place this real sloppy so we can keep going. Descending channel on 𝐸. Descending channel on SUI. The difference and why SUI might be a stronger trade here. SUI managing to put in a very strong high. I'd agree that this probably looks like it wants to come back, test that previous resistance as support if it wishes to move higher, but it makes it stand out. 𝐸's still very much in that channel. SUI has broken, and not just broken, but put ground behind it, laid some tracks, a little more advanced in its breakout here. That's pretty cool. I'll do more in depth then later. Bajarki is the man, not was the man. You haven't heard from him in a while. Rumor has it he'll return when things are when the time is right, right? Can we look at Mumu on SOL? Thashiel, was it you asking me that last week? I think I said we probably could. Channel activity. Mumu on SOL, yep. You've been here 3 streams. 2 of them you asked for Mumu on SOL. Maybe we'll get to it. I'll try. We're going through my picks. I'm going to do a little crowd favorites too. We'll see what happens. APT, man, a lot of these charts look like absolute trash. Yet they are the biggest gainers right now against BTC. SUI breaking its low of last year, below its low trend, and now this candle today, I would be cautious. I'd be cautious on this. Retesting that upside, or retesting that ascending low channel, still in that downtrend. That's what I'm looking at for every single chart. Is it breaking higher highs? Is it setting lower lows? And if it's not, I'm not convinced yet. APT USD. Let's go to Binance. There we are. There we go. This chart certainly does not look good either. Gotta hate that wick. That wick is ruining it. Not looking great either, but more similar, I would say, to this SUI chart with this long downtrend, this channel breakout. We've got it. It's still not as extreme as SUI's, but really similar price action there. It does look like it is putting on some gains versus the corn. And that does kind of look like it's going to continue. Let's see here. Up to weekly resistance. Let's do a fib here. A little fibby there right at the 0.5. A nice 20%-ish move to the upside. From March's high of this year. Wow. Times have changed. I see some confluence up here. Now, I don't know if it's ever going to reach this. We don't know. But I do see some confluence. Might be hard to spot. Connecting our last year high or this year high, March high, down to our low. Our 618 retracement sits right here. On top of that, kind of just this dump range, right? Connecting our fib here, our 1618, exact same price level. And on top of that confluence, it is 0002 against BTC. It is essentially at 001 versus BTC, 100% gain if we can see a breakout for this chart versus the corn. But there's a lot of confluence right there. I'm not sure I'm confident enough to buy APT right now against Bitcoin, looking to sell it at 002. I don't know if that's my play. But I don't think it's the craziest trade. I think that there is a better probability than maybe a bunch of other crap that we could look at. Let's get through because I only have I got the HNT and then SUI, and then we'll move on and we'll take requests. So we'll do this one a little faster. Riggedy Rekt. I want this to be HNT BTC. There it is, 𝐂𝐡. Well, I don't know where you would necessarily trade this pair because I do not use 𝐂𝐡. But we'll use the chart for now. 2 months now for HNT. Putting gains against the corn. It looks like that started in June. Right after June ended. Started to move up on the monthly time frame. No higher high on the macro. But still making some progress. Definitely looking at a higher high here last weekend this week against the corn. Anything showing strength against Bitcoin is going to get my attention. There is not a lot of it. Not a lot of charts can boast that. It is not an easy feat at the moment. So seeing these coins putting in higher highs, nice sign, nice signal. Nice signal. I'm liking it. HNT almost to the 618 retracement. This was also, in my opinion, pretty significant price point here on the way down. Support, lower high, Rekt. I think there's liquidity sitting here at 0.0012. Not a huge move, but might be a nice place to take profit. Maybe shave off any HNT bought in the last 2 months-ish. Yeah. Tia, let's look at Tia and then we'll move on. Then we'll get back to you guys. Tia dollar pair, fighting for a bullish engulf today. Needs more upside. Needs to close above 590. This is not the best chart. Highs, you started painting a higher high, a higher low, higher high, and boom, right back to that lower low there, killing that uptrend momentum. Resistance is like 780, something like that. Let's look at the month here. Tia moving against Bitcoin. That's the theme of my picks, and this is the last one, so get ready. Fighting for that bullish engulf on the month. Just under 0.001. Currently at 980. It's like 1% away. A close on the month above there going to suggest the next upside resistance. Boom. It's about a 50% gain. Back up here at 0.0015. Let's throw the fib on it. Fib's not really lining up with anything, which does not make me the most comfortable. Won't lie. It's the BTC pair of this looks, in my opinion, much better than the USD pair. The USD pair looks a little doomed right now. But Tia, not below its lowest support. We got support down here. It's untested. If that comes and you're a Tia fan, that's probably where you load up. Probably. But I like this. You have a low and then a higher low. And look at this volatility against the corn. Look at this, man. On the day. Low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, question mark. I think a move up to that 0.0015 is on the table. Money flow on the day giving us a pretty strong rolling over signal. All these lower highs, money flow sinking to that zero line. VWAP remaining positive, momentum remaining positive. I think there is upside. I think there is upside here. The entry against BTC, and again, I don't know where. Oh, you can trade on Binance. Upside or entry gonna be difficult. I don't like entering. I don't think entering right here is a good idea. You're entering right at that psychological area, right at the top of this green candle today. What might we look for here? Do it this way. Maybe 900 sats. I think that could be done. 914-ish. Looking for that higher low to continue playing out. Stop below the low. Taking this trade up to that 00015. I hate the zeros, man. Such a gibberish. I think this could be done. For those of you who are more conservative, you might even look to put that stop below the entire range here. You're betting on it going up. You don't want to be in a trade up if that pattern, or if that, if the uptrend, the pattern of higher lows and higher high breaks. Don't want to be in it. All right. Adding alerts. And I'll just be done with those. So look back at the corn, still in our BS flag. I'm going to start calling them, instead of bull flags, I'm going to start calling them BS flags. BS flag. Still in it. Holding on to those lows really with precision here. Holding on to those lows. You can even see it right now in this 1 minute candle that started 15 seconds ago. Touching that bottom trend, now green. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits to it. Remember, with horizontals and with diagonals, any line you put on a chart, the more times that chart hits that line, the weaker the support or resistance becomes there. So the inverse is true as well. And unfortunately, it doesn't bode too well for this. This might be looking for another lower high and a breakdown. Might look something like that. Ooh, uh-oh, Eminem is playing remixed. Oh god, YouTube's gonna kill us. Uh-oh. Ooh. We'll see. All right, reloading the chat, coming back. Sun chips, honestly, Sun chips, one of my favorite chips. If you guys have never had Sun chips, you should try them. They're very good. Sun chips with the $5 donation. Can we look at 𝐂𝐡? 𝐂𝐡. I don't know. Let's see. I don't have a chart for it. We can pull it up. We'll take a peek. We'll take a peek, maybe. 𝐂𝐡. Uh-oh. Man, that Eminem playing makes me very worried. YouTube about to hammer us. Oh, we're getting bitrate problems. I wonder why. Hold up. Nice. We have almost 1,000 live viewers. Let's go, fam. Keep smashing those likes. We only have 220 likes. We have almost 1,000 viewers. Those are rookie numbers. We can do much, much better. I know it. I believe in you, fam. Double check you've made that like on the stream. Not too many new viewers, maybe because it's not a super spicy day. That's all right. But if you're new, join us forever. Hit that subscribe button. Jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. It's pinned to the top of the chat along with a bunch of other links. Let's see. Cody. Let's try like this. Well, what can be said about this chart, man? There on MEXC, there was one day where, and I want to guess there was 1 minute where you could have bought this. Whoa, what? Now we don't have 1,000 views. What's going on there? What happened? That is the weird. Did we have like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, nah, my thing was bugging out. It said all of a sudden we had like, I don't know, like 500 less viewers. Who knows? You had one day, and I'm going to reckon maybe one candle where you could have at all ever gotten in and like been in profit. This chart is annoying. Come on. Yeah. On listing for MEXC, this thing went from 1.2 cents to 10, almost 11 cents, almost a 10x. And honestly, the price down here was probably available for a second. I bet that was just the first order. Let's go all the way back. Probably won't let me. Come on. I want to make an example. I want this to be a learning lesson. It's not letting me go back any farther on the 5 minute. It doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. You can still see it here. Likely a second, maybe not even, to get in at a price lower than this on MEXC. Since then, it has only sold off. It has only put in lower highs. It's only put in lower lows. This is a super hard chart to want to go long on. Super hard. The only thing I'll say it has going for it is it is currently at its 618 retracement. From 10 cents, it's down 6.18, 75-ish% from that high. You had a wick, it bounced, but bro, doesn't look any different. It looks just like this bounce. Going back to that descending trend line. I don't know. I wouldn't touch this coin. If you believe in it, you know, it's the next big thing, it's going to change the world, then go for it. I would say go for it, but only in spot. I would not touch this with perpetuals. Maybe there's a short to be made in perps, but like, damn, there isn't resistance. Like, I say the thing it has going for it, it's at the 618. That's it, though. Like, you do not have support below you. You might have support at 1.2 cents. Maybe not. Maybe at 1 cent. But this is absolutely a knife. I'm not trying to talk crap on your coin or anything, but absolutely a knife. I don't even know where you'd look for the entry, because if it retests the 618 based on this, it's probably breaking it. If by a miracle, though, the knife gets caught. Let's see. Man, now I can't even. I threw the fib on it, and it's like not where I'd expect it to be. I would say maybe more like this. Looking for 2 cents flat, maybe. I don't know, man. I wish you the best of luck on this chart and with this trade if you're in one, but I don't even know. Even on MEXC, when you go into these low time frame candles like the 5 minute, do you see how furry and kind of flat it looks? Like furry, just a line. This is extremely low liquidity. There is very little liquidity here, and not in a good way, in my opinion. It's not like a good sign. This is a sign that people don't care. At least on MEXC, they don't really care about this. Unlikely to find big knife catchers to prop up the bid. If anything, I think this is most likely to return to where it started trading on MEXC. Maybe you see a lower low, and then you can get it like a retracement over time. Something. I wish you luck, brother. You know, out of curiosity, I'll put an alert at 4-ish cents. If it can break this descending high trend, right, and then break a higher high, you might be looking for higher prices. But until then, nah, good, not for me. Not for me. There it is. I was just rambling. I was literally. Oh, let's see if I can get my arrows back. No, they're gone, son of a bitch. No. Before I got into Cody, I was saying about any trend line or any horizontal line, the more it's tested, the weaker it is. 4 tests here, lower high, a sell-off. Looking for this. And that is pretty much what happened. Not quite as big of a move as I expected, but backtested that trend line and moved lower. Let's see. Get this horizontal. Here it is. Boom. 59250 coming on down. That's why I don't trust bull flags, man. Bull flags, BS flags. Confirmed. Let's get rid of that. We haven't broken the low, though. That's okay for now. Problem is that even if you don't break the low here, you have a lower high, you retest this, you're probably just looking for a lower high again, right? This bull flag then becomes a flat bottom triangle looking for further downside. Boom. Nah, we'll come back to it. Moving my alert lower. I guess I didn't see it. Didn't go off. Okay. Oh, it didn't go off because it didn't break the low. Got it. I'm back, guys. Still a bunch of viewers. Nice, nice. All right, reload and pit vipers only. Up only. Oh, I should get some pit vipers. They're actually good looking glasses. Not gonna lie. What did you miss, Mary Beth? We missed you, darling. Good to see you. Bullish on the pit vipers. These aren't pit vipers. I need a pair. What's up, Amy Lives Crypto? Good to see you. Heaven Peck, you're buying Dexus and exchange coins. Crow really go to $1. You know, brother, Haven Peck. Sure. I mean, Crow can go to $1. I personally do not like exchange coins. They are almost by definition like the opposite of crypto. They're like well, at least they don't hide it. They don't hide that they're centralized, right? I'll give that to them. I do have BNB, but like I think that's pretty high risk. You have to really have faith in that exchange, I think. Crow could go to $1. That's not crazy. See Raka. What's Raka Hurricane? RSS3. What is that? Patrick Power. Crow will be $1.30 someday, probably. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a crazy thing. Oh, what's up, Patrick? You've asked for RSS3 before. I see. Sorry, brother. I didn't get to it. April Rocket minus 3% this time. What? April Rockets minus 3% this time. What do you think? Well done, Keeman. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying. What do I think about ICP? We can look at ICP. Can you take a look at Land Rocker, Banana Gun? What are all these names going on? What are all these names I've never heard? There's too many cryptos. Too many cryptos now. Bitcoin pair is the theme today. ICP on the month. Not the brightest looking against Bitcoin. Currently bearish engulfed, though this month is still fresh. Like to see ICP retake 1400 sats or whatever, 1400, and then look to make that move back to 2000. But for now, I mean, it has held the low. That's the only thing it has going for it. The only thing it has going for it. Down to 0001. Could be a buy there if you believe in ICP. Let's look at the dollar pair too. Holding on to the low, just barely. I will give it credit. One of the few to hold its low versus the 5th of July here in this month. Not bad. We were looking for this trade up to 1140 something. Did not come. Rip. If you made this trade and closed out, well done. Well done. Didn't quite hit the TP though. Let's be real. Daily money flow. Slowly rolling over. Let's check these bad boys out. 200 daily for ICP remains untested. That's interesting, actually. Interesting. Touched it back in May. Lower high. Broke down from the 200 daily moving average right here. Did not retest it. That looks like it wants to be retested. I think this trade is still legit. This trade still looks legit to me. The entry was awesome, $6. Or no, 638. I think we see it come back to this 200 day. Here's the caveat. The longer this takes, right? So let's say it starts flagging. The longer this takes, the lower that 200 will be. So the 200 may end up meeting the high from the end of July here at like 10 something, giving a much more muted upside. But I think that 200 gets tested. It's very rare to see anything lose the 200 like this and not go sweep that liquidity on the way up. Very rare. If you took this ICP trade, good for you. Well done. Hopefully you didn't just blindly copy it. Please don't consider anything I say financial advice or blindly copy any of the trades or things I do. That's not a successful way to trade. I'm just sharing with you ideas on the charts and how I might approach things. 1 minute. Maybe bull div in here. I think I'm cherry picking. 5 minute looking like garbage now. It had a shot. Lower low on money flow. So about the 15, that was giving us some hope. 15 still giving me hope. It did not play out straight up, but giving me hope today, intraday, that we're going to see some upside here. Money flow hitting those higher lows. Oh no. Oh no. We might be losing it. That does happen. Not very much, but it does happen. Might be losing it here. Gonna come down, I think, to this 15-minute and then the next 15-minute. I can see this happening. Come back up here. And then if you reject, we're looking for lower. But I think we move back to 59,650 right here. You want to see some bonk and SOL? Right, let's pull up SOL because I know people are looking at SOL. We've doubled the amount of votes on our poll at the top of the chat, and the results are roughly the same. I like that. About half of us neutral. A little bit, about a quarter of us maybe in fear, and about 20% of us not in fear. I like this. Keep voting on those. Also, click these placebo buttons. I don't know what they do, but they can't hurt. Let's kick up the engagement in this stream a little bit. I know I've been ADD. What's up, Allison Eduardry? How you doing? Brutal. Cotton Dalton. I missed you, brother. I trust crypto. Don't trust verify. Jai Perez is here. Johnny Bravo. Hey, Johnny Bravo. Keyman, Corey, Lars Larson, Lift the 99s. We got new names. Moon25, Martin Voros joining us. Michali Flavin, Mr. Days, Sean. I think I got Sean. You're here in the beginning. Verdi Dirty. We got some good new names. Not a ton of new subscribers. I've been waiting to shout you out. It'll pop up here. Like Anon subscribed 30 minutes ago. Where's the rest of you? Let's be real. New people not jumping into crypto right now. Realistically, not jumping into crypto at the moment. Uh-oh. No. Corn, stay up. Stay up. 15-minute kind of confirming that downside. I don't love that. Yeah, I see those buttons going. What's up, chat? What's up, coin operated? Mumu on SOL. Here's my deal, Fashil, because you've been here. Here's my deal. We'll look at SOL. And then I'll pull up that Mumu, whatever it is, just for you, because I care about you. So, interesting thoughts on SOL off the bat here. SOL is one of the few coins that has not completed a death cross on the day. It's very close, but this is looking more maybe like a little bullish kissing here, where the moving average threatens the cross, the death cross, but then it doesn't happen. So what I want from SOL, and I think we can make an actionable trade for this. What I want from SOL is trading above 153. Bitcoin just broke that low right now. Above 153. I want it to sustain above 153. That will pull the 50 up on the day. The 200 will continue, and we'll get a near miss, or what I call a bullish kiss. A very strong bullish signal that we actually came up with here on this channel. Money flow looks decent if this candle closes green today. Let me go back to the corn here. All right, just a wick. Just a little wick down. All right, that low was broken. Put another alert. Back to SOL. 618. Here we are. Here we are. Actionable. So it can afford some more time under both of those moving averages. It definitely can. Which, if it does, that might give us an entry, like 130. Might be a decent entry. Then, obviously, you're looking for sustained upside. Maybe targeting 200. If you're bullish on SOL, I think that could be the play. Let me check my fibs here. Just as I suspected. Whoa. I don't know. Did I suspect it? 130, yeah. 618 sits roughly down there. Maybe we actually want to adjust this trade for the entry to be closer to 127. I think that can give us the leeway to have our stop under our wick low in August. Can adjust this, get a juicy risk to reward. So I could see this playing out. Something like that, right? But I was talking about the moving averages. We could also look to make a play on those. You could say, I don't want to see this trade lower. Either 130, something like that. I'm trying to think of like a more aggressive entry. You have a lower low here on the 4 hour. You got a lower high. Maybe the 126 is the play, actually. Maybe that's the play right at the 618. Basically, I guess it might be too early then for that logic. This trade's still good. But here's basically what I was going to do, but I'm not going to be able to figure this out until I think price is back above those moving averages. If we see price trade above the 200-day, 50-day, almost any long could be taken with a stop below then that 200 daily. Even the 50 daily, but 200 daily. So price kicks up, let's say, sometime this month. As soon as it trades above this bullish kiss, I think you could look for an entry at the 50 or the 200 with your stop pretty close, and then essentially hold that position with your stop below those moving averages, because if it begins to trade below them again, this is going to cross over. So you're betting against the death cross happening. I think there could be logic there. I'm not going to actually even place anything for you. It's just like a little trader's thought process, thought game today. All right, what is this Mumu? All right, only because you've been here. You're not a bot. You've been here. You've asked more than one stream. I'll pull it up for you, man. Was it Mumu? Something like that. Where was it? Mumu on SOL. Remember, a good time to remind you guys, me looking at a chart, not an endorsement. We just look at charts here, man. Is it Mumu? Oh, no. I'm trying to find it in the live chat. Mumu. There it is, Mumu. All right. Mumu. Mexi. Okay. All right. Well. All right. Not the worst chart. Not the worst. Let's go to a higher time frame. I was worried it was going to be like 3 days of trading. Monthly support. Dang, this is fractions of pennies. I'm going to multiply this chart by 10,000. There it is. So when I refer to the price here, remember it's multiplied by 1,000. Just remember that. So down at 12 cents, currently at 55, we have our monthly support. However, this monthly support was tested, was filled 1 month, 2 months in a row. Probably not where you want it if it comes. Not really at our fibs or anything. Lowest point in price, 4.6 cents. Highest point, $1.21. Let's go down. Actually, we need this monthly resistance too. 79.5. There it is. Okay, week almost back to your little higher high, higher low combo here. Let's see where this all-time high took us. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Here, this coin couldn't have known this, never looked at it. This is a great example of fibs, bro. Back here, you were under the all-time high. You broke the all-time high. And where did the next all-time high go? It went right to the measured move. It was $1.21 measured move, $1.27. Where did the candles close? At the 1618. Price moved up to the 1618. Retraced, moved to the 2. Fib extensions work. They work. Doesn't mean 100% of the time they call the future. I don't know. But goddamn do they work. Wow. That is such a good example. Last week did test 33.8. Held. Currently battling it out for a bullish engulf on the week. Let's take a peek here down on the daily. Sharding through. 0.5 retrace. So this, holding that low, you could get very, very juicy entries. If that low doesn't hold, though, because I don't know, man. This market is very undecided at the moment. Your 618 sits at 25 cents. It's a beautiful confluence there. Beautiful confluence. Here, 60-ish. Something like this. You can see this trade being played. You can get a lot of leeway, but again, your stops get real big there. Let's do this. Just to current price, you can still get like a 4-to-1. I can see that. 33.8 could be played. I don't really like the idea of this as much, though. Definitely possible. For those of you interested in this coin, of course, even freaking, you got to look to play, I don't know, like a scalp from here, today's low, 55-ish cent, no, 50-ish cents to 75, could be played. Interesting chart, man. I'm glad I looked at this. Sorry it took a few streams, guys. We can't look at everyone's kind of shit coins every day. We don't have enough time. This is not bad. It only started trading in March. So the market has only gone down, yet this has managed to hit a higher high. You are being threatened by the lower low here and the lower high. So not all, it's not all gravy. It's not all biscuits and gravy. You did hit your measured move. So I want to see this resolve. I'm done with this. Cool chart though. Got my alerts set, so we'll know if it moves. Back to the corn, little wicking underneath our low from earlier today. I'm looking for a return to this trend line. That's what I'm spotting right now. Why can't I make this bigger? That's weird. Looking for a return to this trend line from 59,250. That put price just about 59.7, 59.6. We'll see what happens here. You had the BS flag, as I've dubbed it today. It broke to the downside, as seemingly all bull flags do, and all bear flags and breaking to the upside. Broke down, looking for a retest of this trend. Rejecting from this trend, likely suggesting further downside intraday. Getting back into this trend, though. Getting back in may be, or may establish or confirm our like a fake break on the bull flag. Go back in, maybe you're here, and then you may actually look for this to resolve to the upside after that fake break. We'll find out in real time together, probably. Our low time frames still just kind of look like garbage though. 15-minute lost some of that bullishness that it had in the beginning of the stream. Not what I was hoping for. It's all right. That's all right. Let me refresh the chat. I've been in my own zone today, guys. It's Monday. I've been working so hard on this house, on this move. New article. Ooh. Coins Chick, publishing on crownanalysis.com. One of our many talented writers. You know, we only have a few. Huh. That's weird, Coins Chick. You said you published it, but I don't see it. Shoot the link. Oh, wait, there it is. I guess it just hashed. Here we go. I don't know what's in this article, guys. Gotta read it at your own risk. Here's the link, crownanalysis.com. By the way, if you're interested in writing, if you're a writer, you want your writing read by people and published, join the Discord, send me a DM, say you want to write. We're always looking for writers for crownanalysis.com. Anything market related, doesn't have to be charts, doesn't have to be content I make. Anything market, finance, business related is welcomed. Can we look at Track USD? I don't know, TRAC. Anybody else want to look at TRAC? XTZ Fabio, pull that up for you. I don't know what she wrote. This girl writing slander articles about me. God, dude, Tezos. You're so wrecked, son. Jump out that sofa, come on. Getting $0 of ad revenue from this stream. Too many copyrighted songs. That's okay. I wanted music. I wanted tunes today. Can we look at Quant? Lift the 99%? Maybe. Have we done XRP? No. Are bears even welcome? Bears are definitely welcome here. You wish you could read and write? Someday. Someday, Crypto Stevo. Beans loving the new house, Sean. Thank you. Loving it. She's still has, how do we put it? The medical issues she had are still in play. They're still in play. But the new house has ignited a new energy in Ms. Beans and Professor Beans. She loves, because we lived out in Bumblefuck. She loves the walks. Now we live kind of in a smaller city. She loves going out on the street, loves sniffing, loves seeing all the people, all the dogs. She's having a good time. She's loving the house. I was worried. But she loves it. Tezos. Man, I still have my Tezos, but it just gets harder every time I look at it. Gets harder, man. Another lower low this month. You started something in March, but man, on the month, this is actually the quarter. On the quarter, I do see potentially something playing out here. We'll see if this lines up in lower time frames. Kind of a flat top with our lows coming down. I'd like to see Tezos close this month above 68 cents, or I guess this quarter. I keep thinking I'm on the monthly. And this month above 66, 67 cents. I'd like to see that. If you don't, things are looking very bad. They already kind of look very bad. Your only support really rests at 38 cents now. So banking on, if you're a Tezos guy, like, you really probably should be banking on this pattern. So this is starting to remind me, and I'm reading out into the future here, this is starting to remind me of Link like a year ago. Let me pull that up, see if I'm crazy. I see a flat top with lower lows, which we could infer with another move to the top. We could infer a nice little reversal pattern. However, it doesn't take a lower low off the table. Let me see this. There we go. Kind of similar to Link back in 22-23. Relatively flat top, our lows were coming down, and you can see how that resolved. Unfortunately, a lower high. Ooh, we hit $8. Link hit $8. Where? I'm positive there are some freaking long positions for that. I kept saying I'll buy it back here. I'll buy it back at 950. I'll buy it back at 875. Back at those range highs. Wow, I'll have to find those charts. That's monstrous trade. Ooh, but kind of similar potentially. Now, not as much history, not as matured as Link's, obviously, that already resolved. But I can see it coming. That's like the only hopium. RSI lows are coming up on lower lows in price. That could be worse for the weekly. Daily looks kind of not great, though. 53. Lower highs, lower lows. Yeah. Yeah. Where are your moving averages here? I'm curious. 200 day sits just at $1. If we see this actually pop from this low, $1 would be a good take profit target. Hopefully it gets you out of the muck. 618 sits pretty close to that $1 target. All right, Tezos. I put an alert at the low. Can't get really excited yet because even that pattern that looks like Link, even that is still potentially very far away. Timing is almost impossible in trading to say, oh, that'll resolve in this amount of time. But the potentially could be a long time. Link did this forever, man. Link did this for 2 years down here. Could resolve tomorrow. Could resolve in 2 years, right? I still have my Link. I don't know. I could maybe be convinced by myself to buy some Tezos if it hits like 37 cents. I could be convinced maybe. Probably not a good idea for me. But I ain't afraid. TAI. We looked at TIA. Missed the link. I have to find this. Link hit such a critical level. Where's the trades for this? Where be the trades? There's gotta be a chart of Link littered with longs down at that like 958 something level. Because we were looking for it for so long. It's really old. Save without closing, screw it. Where is this? Sure. Weeks. That's old. Weeks. Broken. That was that short. I remember that. Oh my god, that short's still open? Ah, it goofed up. It goofed. No way I placed a... Yeah, that goofed. Sometimes TradingView will get very weird with log charts and trade positions. Very weird. It'll just like extend them out into infinity. God dang. Well, I'll find it. I'll find it eventually. While we saw this breakout, while we saw this happen, as it was going up, I said, I'll buy back at, what is this, 950, 877? Look at them apples. It fucking came the same freaking way. that when Link broke out, and this isn't the full history, when Link broke out the first time, I said, I'll buy it back at $5. Wow, Link, your chart is so fresh and so clean. It always comes back. We made that long at $5. It broke the all-time high. We'll buy it back at 5. It broke this range. We'll buy it back at 950. That's good stuff. That's good. Bitcoin struggling to find bids here, man. That is not a great high. Already back to 59,250. That might have been it. Let's look for deeper numbers. 618. Just under 58 thou. I'll say this. I'm always bullish, baby, but this right here, this was such a bullish move, this sweep low and then bullish engulf to a range high here. This was so bullish. If we lose this low at 57.8, you're probably going to see selling kind of kick into gear, because if this gets rejected, that is pretty bearish. I mean, this is an hourly time frame. It's not like it's going to 0 or it's never going up again. But like, if you lose this, that does not look good. That is not a good shorter term signal. And my God, that's what we want right now. We want bullish shorter term signals. Like, we fell down, we tested the death cross. That's the 12 hour. Dude, look at this. Look at this bearish kiss on the 12 hour. I never even noticed. A little bearish kiss in there in the 12. We tested the death cross, the 618 retracement, our freaking Ichimoku cloud level. It's just everything. We tested the liquidity here. We want to see a higher low. We do have room, even down to 54K. We have room, but you just want to see this retaken. You don't want to see it taken around. You don't want to see it giving up gains, especially after something like that. Something tells me this will get caught up. Looks like it'll get bid up. Hourly rejecting. What's up, Shirley Sound? Dump it. What's up, Pirate Justin? LTC, Tezos, Stellar, Dinos. Yeah, they are dinos. We're dinos. Check the neckline. For what, Steve? Which one? XTC doesn't have the same use case. What's up, Jenny Swanson? I honestly, after watching this space for almost a decade, I'm not convinced anything as a use case, except for like sending money. I just haven't seen anything like really work. Like, there's so many promises, so many projects doing so many things. And like, I don't know, what are any of them actually used for? People use crypto to send money and trade. And outside of that, I mean, like, I welcome it. I'm ready for it. But like, god dang. You're missing them blue sunnies. Mark, these are blue sunnies. They're just darker blue. They don't make the light ones anymore. I have one more pair, and those are like locked in a safe for when I need them. Quick status update on BTC and 𝐂𝐴𝐻. Of course. Of course. I kind of just did that. I didn't even read it. Didn't even read that message. And I kind of read your mind here. I'm going to close the poll. We got some good votes. 700 votes on that poll. Hell yeah. 800. Exact same results. Let's show them. Right there. Extreme fear and greed on the fear and greed meter. I guess I can't do both. Extreme fear on the meter. Yet only 16% of us feeling that. That's kind of what I expected. I opened this with my thoughts on fear and greed and price action. I'm going to close this up. Well done, fam. Thank you for engaging. By the way, really quick, join the Discord. The link is right here at the top of the stream. Join the Discord. It's free. If you sign up with any of the links, some are exchanges, some are our sponsors like Lux Algo, MetaSignals. There are others in the video description. Sign up with any of them. You don't have to spend a penny. And you can get our VIP exclusive trading access, trading room, whatever, group. It's the only way in it. What's up, Jack Martin? Cryptic cryptos crash quickly, causing crypto crazy collectors to cautiously calculate their capital gains. Do I agree? I agree. Love the Fed meeting stream? Hell yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have one till September now. Unfortunately. FTX crash was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the FTX crash will honestly, like, in significance ever be out crazied. I don't think we'll ever see one more crazy than that. 2020 was crazier than that. But kind of like liquidation wise, cascading liquidation wise, it may never be eclipsed. If you made it through the FTX crash, you're probably set here in this space. You'll probably make it. Man. Cannot catch bids. Get up there. Chocolate ice cream. I could use some ice cream. Tom Powell is the super chairman. He's actually Chirpow's boss. Not a lot of people know that. What's up, Mikhail? Popcat? Pull up Popcat. How long have we been live for? 2.5 hours. Not bad. Not bad. For some reason, Jam is here, though, not Popcat. And Jam got wrecked. This is supposed to be a Popcat chart. Why is it anything other than that? Hold up. Where is my Popcat TA, you trading view? There we go. I assume that trade got wrecked. Let's see. That trade got, damn, that got wrecked, but look how it was actually very close. With a 2.2 to 1, we were looking for 71 cents. It hit 70 and then got stopped out. Rip. Rip. Let's see. Lower low. Currently at a lower high on Popcat, and after hitting that lower low, let's see where that support held. Back to the 618. Struggling here. Okay. Let's go back to those higher time frames. That is a nasty monthly setup, dude. That's gnarly. You got shooting star, and now you got like a poop candle. But you're only 1/3 the way through the month. It is too early. Like, this could close a hammer and change up the way that monthly looks. No support, at least from the monthly time frame. On the week, nice. Here's what I was hoping for. So I didn't have to just say this chart looks like death. Nice. I was hoping for this. Good news and bad news. The bad news is you did hit a lower low. The good news is it wasn't just a random lower low. You filled this fair value gap, or this inefficiency on the week. This candle move up, very inefficient. Candle move down, candle move up, consolidated, broke higher, came back to fill that week. So that's good. And I can confidently say, if I were to be in a long position, I would look for any long position to be stopped under 25 cents. Like, no matter what it is, you can't hit this wick again. Can't hit that wick again, or else things look bad. I could see a long position taken from just like under 50 cents. Stop going to be harder, maybe 40 cents. Targeting back to 72, 73, something like that. Like, boop, boop. I like that trade. It's not bad. Kind of just waiting for that entry. 382, shallow retrace. Yeah, I'll take that. Got some weak bear div on the daily RSI. Weak though. Money flow coming up. I think this is the trade. There you go, Popcat. Done. No, corn. Man. Corn, no. Corn, no. You're supposed to go back to the trend. What are you doing? What are we looking at now? I mean, this looks like it wants lower. That's pretty much what it looks like. Those lower time frames snagging, man. Pop it. I don't think I ever actually looked at Pop, but XRP. Who's an XRP fan? If you want to look at XRP, put XRP in the chat right now. We'll look at it. Pull this over. If you want XRP analysis right now, let me know in the chat and we'll do it next. Render. How is Render doing? Render was doing so good and then just pooped itself. So funny when YouTubers predict something and then proceed to do the opposite. What did I do? Michael Tyson. I blame Josh. I also blame Josh. Larger triangle. Managed to long 26 cents. Dang, that's actually nice intro. Black Saturday. What happened Black Saturday? What was the Black Saturday-ness of it? People were saying like Black Swan. And I was like, what happened? What was the Black Swan event? What was possibly similar to like the COVID crash? XRP. All right, we'll look at it. Still waiting on that. Michael Tyson saying, funny when YouTuber predicts something, then proceed to do the opposite. I don't know. What did I predict and then do the opposite of? I'm all ears, baby. Doesn't sound like Tom Crown, my friend. We'll look at XRP. XRP, maybe making me look bad. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe. I drew this, I think, on Friday, and I'm just like, man, you got the win on the case for real this time. And you didn't even go back to last month's high. Started retracing. I did say this is the likely path. We'll see whenever that resolves. But it might make me look bad here. It's pausing, at least at this higher trend. 382. 618 sits down where I'd kind of expect this trend to hit. Didn't quite fill. Actually, let's see the day. Nah, it's on the day here. Not really a good look, honestly. Not a great look. There's enough time in this day for things to change, but this isn't the best look. On the day, you fell from resistance off of that news. I don't know what bigger news you could be waiting for. I think I used this the other day as an example of why I don't trade news in crypto. XRP has been such a good example of why you shouldn't do that. You fell off that news, order block in the day, fell lower, hit your higher trend here. Today you rallied back to 58 cents. You didn't break through. You got to see closes above 58. Got to see closes above 58. If you don't, you're likely looking for that low trend at about 50 cents. Nothing has happened on this chart until you come back up here to July, the end of July high. Or, I don't know, lower than 38. That weekly was not great. Not great there. Weekly could shape up here. Could. Strong close this week for XRP. You could see a retest of resistance. It's just very hard to be like, now it's gonna break out. Like, nah, this time. Like, same thing with Litecoin. It's very hard to predict that. Very hard to say that because we have had our hearts broken so many times. On the month, this ain't bad. On the month, get a strong monthly close, and you might see momentum reverse on the monthly time frame. It has been trending down since December of last year. Get a good close. That could start moving back up. Money flow is giving us a hint that that might be what's in store for us. Man, someday this will resolve. I don't know when, but someday. I think if you get a monthly close above 50 or 63, kind of above that resistance up here, 62.9. Get a monthly close above there, I think that'll be a pretty prime signal. It's looking for $1 or higher. Until then, I really just think it's doing this. I would love for this not to be true, but I think it's just following these trends again. It's done it for years and years and years. It will eventually break. It eventually will get out of this pattern or out of this descending high, descending low thing, and it'll resolve strongly to the upside or downside. I don't know. One of the two. I don't know when. I don't know. I'm not comfortable saying this time's the time, right? Oh, wow. Not catching bids on the corn. Another lower low during the live stream. Smash the likes for lower lows. That's right. EOS, Dustin Witt. That's a magic I haven't heard of in a while. What's up with the corn? Not really a lot. If you missed the intro to this stream, I recommend you watch it after the live. Go through what's happening here, what I'd like to see, what we need to see to keep moving up, what will be the signal for moving down. Watch, I would say watch the beginning of the stream once it's over. You know, we can look at some more charts, but I want to know, in this chat, people who can hear my voice, you might be over on Twitter, but if you can hear my voice right now, is this first time you have been on one of our live streams? I want to know from the people who have never been here before. Is there anyone? Because we haven't had a new subscriber in this stream in like an hour. It might just be broken. Like this thing doesn't really do a great job. There it is. Ramen 2v2. Maybe there are. Maybe just not a lot. It doesn't do a perfect job of tracking it. It does pretty good. Sometimes it'll just goof out. But I guess we had at least one. What's up, Ramen? My guy. You're here all the time? Nice. Hey, of course you are. Of course you are, Dustin. Love you. Like the 20th? Hell yeah. Cheers to 20 more. Duruv, just subscribe. Nice. Didn't alert. I don't know why. Love it. New to Discord. Discord. Yeah, Discord, guys, you know, it's good as time as any. Join our Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. But on Discord, you will almost certainly get messages from accounts that have my picture and kinda my name, like Tom 𝐂𝐴 or something, that will message you pretending to be me. It's a scam. I will not DM you first on any platform. Any account that does so is scamming. Be aware, it will happen. It's not like, oh, it could. It's like, it will. And there's nothing I can do about it. Grinds my gears, man. Grinds my gears. But be careful. Not just on Discord, but specifically on Discord. It's like Tom Crone. Torn Crown. Yeah, dude, you've seen him. You've seen him. My subs correlate to Bitcoin? Largely. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll throw up Ando while I'm chatting. Been here a while? Hell yeah, Salim. Been here since the beginning. Justin King. Yes, you have, man. I remember. I see you out there. Ando! I think we looked at this, actually. I think we looked at this last week and I had the same reaction. What's up, Thomas? Tomas. A handsome name. A handsome name. Subscribing here. Tomas. 𝐤𝐕𝐢𝐽𝐻. Sorry if I butchered your last name, but you got a handsome first name, my friend. Appreciate you. Who else? Later Skater a couple of times. All right. I'm curious if we're getting served to new people. That was like my question. No. Weefa, no. Lift the 99, no. Vito, third. All right. Well, yeah, we got the OGs. Ace of Hearts is a sex robot. This is our first time today. Well, I congratulate you, Ace. Takes a lot of courage to become a sex robot. Appreciate you. All right, as you can see from this very messy chart, Ando, we've looked at trades. We've hit a lot of great trades, over 100% on Ando, and then we've gotten stopped out quite a few times from March. We didn't place new trades until, this one might have been very old. Down here, in hindsight, I'm so stupid. I had 49.08. And almost every time I see something close to 50, I round it to 50. Had I done that, we would have gotten the trade. Trade was still very sexy, though. Right idea, right concept. Basically, a warning of, I would not long this unless we get down to these numbers. And we did. Let's see. RSI, nothing special. Market Cyber B, nothing special. Not a lot going on there. Let's assess the damage here. Assess the damage. Ooh-wee. So, if Ando loses 50 cents, then send it to Valhalla, man. It'll be a bad day if it loses 50 cents again. However, on the month, there's a little hopium brewing. 74, I'll say 75 cents, currently at 74, so up 1 penny on the month. And we may see this monthly order block, oh man, hold as support. That will be the most bullish outcome that I would guess. Of course, it could go back to $1, close green. Yeah, possible. But realistically, looking for 75 cents is going to be a very solid bullish response from the sell-off. That will be a 50% move off of the wick low. Closing that month, securing 75 cents. It'd be very strong. It would set our sights closer to $1.25 maybe in the months or weeks to come. The 618 retracement right at $1. Right where did this go? At $1, right where our take profit is on this trade for another 100% on Ando, fingers crossed. 618 retracement from our all-time high down to this 50 cents sits right here. I think that's the play. If you didn't catch that wick, just like we didn't. See, guys, I could have just moved this, could just made it look right. Could have deleted all of the losing trades. Now we don't do that here. Doesn't help anybody. But if you lost this wick, didn't catch this wick, similar to myself, maybe 70 cents here. You can see this from the day resistance. Actually, it's 75, but sold off higher low. Nice bullish engulf, but pretty inefficient. Now some of that inefficiency is being filled in. Might look for a position at 70. Back up to that same target. I think, though, might look for 70. I'd rather play it this way from 65, that daily fair value gap unfilled. Stop below 58, giving you a 10% drawdown. You still get a 3-to-1 just targeting 84 cents. So I'm going to leave that there. I can see this play too. Ando not looking too bad though. The only way Ando does start looking bad is if nothing holds. You move down here, things start looking very bad. Start looking incredibly bad. Obviously, if you lose 50 cents, I'd just be all out. So even though this trade didn't fill, I would likely, assuming it did, if you guys pick 50 cents, I would move that stop loss up. I would move it up maybe into profit, but certainly I would move it up. I would not be following the original trading plan. We don't do that often here, but I would not be following the original trading plan of a 23% drawdown. No way. Not after that wick. It's either that wick holds and it goes back up, or the wick doesn't hold and you do not want to be in that position. So even if you did get filled, you might even be looking to shave off some of that position right here. 74-ish cents, 75-ish cents. Not saying close the whole thing, but there has never been anyone who has gone broke taking profits. Here we go. Bitcoin, lower lows, starting to paint a different pattern here, I will admit. I don't know why I wouldn't admit that. Let's see. Our original BS flag, as I termed it before it broke down, didn't even back test the freaking trend line. So what do we have here? Let's see. There isn't really a trend. There isn't really like isn't really a spot that defines all this price action. I think I'll leave it there. Something. Maybe I'm too zoomed in. The 15-minute had hopium for us, but then decided to paint a little order block, paint some more resistance above, fell lower. So what am I doing? We can look down to the 618, which is pretty close to price. I don't think this is the best idea, but from the 618 at 58.9, could look just to play this back to that previous resistance. Well, previous support that broke. You hit it, you order blocked, you fell. You might look for this move. Maybe continued to the downside, right? Anything above 58.1, weekly still green, still looking good. Below 57.8, below this wick, man. I've been saying it all stream. If we lose this after this, that just is a bad look. This was such a destructive move to leverage that trading below is likely to just see people dump out of their positions. There's a potential. Really, the only thing you have here is the 618, so it's not the best trade. It's not the most crafted, confluential, beautiful trade, right? Numa, yay. There we go. Your fib is above. Above what? Fib above? What's my fib doing? What did you say about my fib, son? My fib's above. What is it above? Your fib is above. 618 fills that FEG. On what time frame? I'm not seeing like any real FEG here. Ooh, the 12 hour? Possibly. Already filled. 15 minutes. Let me check. I mean, this 51.8 tapping the weekly like this would fill our 15-minute here. This isn't out of the question. Like, we broke down from the BS flag. We painted a flat bottom, right? We broke down. So, not out of the question here, for sure. And we can even do this with our fib. Since we had a low, lower high, and then we broke said low, we can look for the extension to the downside. And the 1618 sits at 58.5. Measured move just below. I kind of like that. Just below the weekly. Interesting. Just below. Like, margin of error. maybe this could be done. From the weekly level 5813, stop below, I would say, the 12th low. 1.3, where did we play that though? Back here. 59.6. We'll see. We'll see if that fills. I do like the play off the week though. I think the week is, it's Monday, right? Think of it this way. Actually, that might have been from last week's low. Last week green above. Oh, it's a new week, son. That would be the previous week. This week, this changes things a little. 58.7. Silly me. We'll get rid of this text because this is no longer true. There we go. Where'd that other trade go? Here it is. Oops. I do kind of like it from 58.7 instead of 58.9. Nah. 600. I guess I'll leave it. This is probably the better move though, 58.5. Hello from Romania. Hello. Are you fibbing? I'm always fibbing, bro. I'm always fibbing. You know what, guys? We've been live hour and 45. It's Monday. We've gone over a lot. Here's what you should do. You should join our Discord. Join our discord.gg/TomCrown. Chat never stops. People from all over the world talking trading. It's a good time. It's free. If you'd like to get into our exclusive trading groups, private trading rooms, just sign up with any of the sponsors in the video description below and you'll get in there for free. It's the only way in. There's no other way. Can't buy your way. Check out our free trading course. It's free and it's fire. Go back, watch the beginning of the stream for all of the Bitcoin macro update, and we'll be live again Wednesday. Keep your eyes peeled for published content between then and now. And as always, we'll go live again if things get crazy spicy. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in on this not as spicy as expected day. We'll be here